Hi everybody, it's me, Jordan Long here, and today I want to talk about a video talking about don't talk to yourself. Now, society has certain taboos, or at least certain things that people tend to frown down upon, or think that might be inappropriate or immature.
I love you, Skip.
Love you too. And one of those things would be talking to oneself. Now, is it a crime? No, it's definitely not anything that serious, but it is something that people do tend to have assumptions about. There are people who believe that if someone is talking to themselves, that they have some type of mental illness or psychological disorder. And maybe in some cases that might be true, that some people might actually do, that Lucifer might actually make people hear voices in their head, and those are the ones they're having a conversation with. And then there are people like me who just actually tell stories out loud. Now, people might think that there is no difference between talking to oneself, with having conversations with people who aren't there, and telling stories out loud. So it could be like this. Well, I'm gonna have to go. Have to go to the restroom, and we're gonna have to. We got Jordan. Xena has to go to the restroom. Well, Gabrielle's like, well, Xena, I don't want to go to the restroom. I want to go to the food court. Can I wait for you? What are you talking to? Myself, Jordan says. I'm telling the story out loud. No, I'm mentally stable in the head. I'm not going to commit any crimes or sins. You do not have to go through any committal process. You don't have to have me arrested. Now, I know there are people out there who have psychological problems, disorders, what you want to call them, illnesses. And I know there's some people who think, well, that person needs to be arrested because I think, or that person needs to be committed because I think they might be unable to take care of themselves, or they're going to commit a crime, they're going to harm me, they're going to harm someone else. In some cases that might be the case. But Jordan says anyone who ever decided to go through committal process with me, they would find out that I was just telling stories out loud. So we ran a bunch of psychological evaluation on you. It turns out that all you do is tell stories out loud. It's a habit. You don't have any mental or, you don't got no mental illness or psychological disorder. That's what I told you, Jordan says. But then that's what I told you, Jordan says. Now, the only way that telling a story out loud could be bad is if you were telling a story about how somebody was going to commit some illegal act or something. Then that would be some concern there. I do talk to myself. And there are going to be people out there who claim they never do, or claim that I keep my mouth shut all day until I see another human being, then I talk. Oh, I don't talk until the phone rings and then I pick up my mobile phone or my telephone. Other time I keep my mouth shut and I say nothing. So maybe there are people who frown down upon people who talk to themselves. For whatever reason they do. It's not a sin or a crime to talk to oneself. If that was the case, then I would have been apologizing to God every single time I did it. I would be getting arrested and have my ransom rights written to me, and then being booked, having my fingerprints and my picture taken, and then having bail arranged, and be sitting in jail until I could get bail out, and then go into court to see if I was guilty or innocent of the crime of talking to oneself. Well, it's not a crime, okay? And it's not a sin either. But it is something that some people tend to think is wrong, or people tend to believe that it's inappropriate or immature to do, and they tend to think it's wrong. But the truth is, Jordan said, when I'm out in public, most people don't care about me talking to myself. I'm going to the restroom, and, it's going to be okay. Oh, I don't think he cares about me talking to myself. Because he's too busy worrying about, he's too busy, trying to get out. See? So there you go. I'm Jordan Long, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Okay? Now, before I leave, apparently live streaming was having issues. Something about how there was an error. Try again. Oh, try to do a video call. Things like that. It took me about almost 3 times to actually be able to live stream this video. And that's all I'm going to say. I'm Jordan Long, and I'll see you later.